Hello, my name is Genevieve Lynch, and welcome to my Visual Arts GHP video application. My passion for art stems from being able to create something that makes the world we live in a more beautiful and inspiring place while also being able to convey a thought or a feeling. One of the ways that I try to accomplish this is through my piece Exodus 14:14. Hello. This is a mixed media piece which uses acrylic paint and oil pastels on a 20 by 24 canvas. It is named after one of my favorite Bible verses which says, "The Lord will fight for you, you need only to be still." This picture shows a warrior who is small in comparison with all the things around her, while she is kneeling. A lion is standing around her, protecting her from the dragon and snake and other figures trying to get her. I used acrylic paint on the lion and girl to highlight how solid and stable they are, while the monsters around them are in oil pastels, which is a much blurrier medium. This portrays the idea that the lion, who symbolizes God, is much more solid than the creatures trying to come against them. I also used color to show the dynamic between both forces. The lion has streaks of purple and periwinkle, while the monster is made of yellow and orange. These colors are opposite on the color wheel, showing these two forces are opposite. I chose a black canvas to be able to achieve the kind of contrast I was going for. Quickly, I had to rethink the colors that I was using. I had to use brighter colors for the oil pastels, which gave me the idea of using yellow and purple as metaphors. This is my piece titled Candlelight. It is a graphite piece on a 15 by 12 paper. It was the only one that I'm presenting to you that was made in art class. Last year, when prompted to make a scene that includes different symbols about my life and ideas, and only graphite, I came up with this piece. I chose this competition to practice shading and how light reflects off of different materials. I was having trouble with this piece while trying to make sure that it was clear that the room was completely dark except for this lantern, while also trying to make sure that each object was not only visible but also distinguishable with limited light source. I think that in the end I was able to do this well. However, there are a few objects that I could have defined better. They're using more highlights and using fewer intricate details that make it look darker. Looking back on this piece, it had a similar problem to Exodus 14:14 due to the issue of contrast. However, one piece's contrast is more related to the color, while the other is due to the value because of the absence of color. This has been a reoccurring problem that I've had to work through in my art that over time I've gotten better at solving. This is my piece. The other monochromatic piece I have for you today is entitled Silver Linings. It is a charcoal work on an approximately 22 by 22 canvas. This piece was meant to speak about how in a chaotic and unpredictable world, we have to take time for the tiny moments of joy or beauty. I really like how the rendering looks realistic on both the skin and the hair in this work. While I made this, I struggled with getting the far side of the face and eye to better fit the perspective and proportions that I was going for. Nevertheless, I like how I achieved contrast through pressing down with the charcoal on the girl while leaving a few spots on the canvas bright white. This made the overall composition much more interesting.